Hi there. Greetings from the African Research and Impact Network, and welcome to our weekly briefs on the research status of the continent. I do hope you are keeping safe during this difficult time, that the coronavirus continue to lock us down. We are also keeping safe, and we do hope that in the next few days, weeks, or months, we'll be able to overcome the coronavirus situation. So let's continue doing the simple things that we need to do. Washing hands, keep sanitizing, keep keeping the social distance. Above all, obey the curfew rules. That's very important. I know many people are disobeying those rules, but I can bet you that it's important to be obedient to the rules. So welcome to the ARIN reviews. As I mentioned, ARIN is a platform for me and you to engage. It is a platform where we hope to bring back research to the society. For many years, research has been given a backseat in our lives and in the way we do things, even the way we make decisions at the government level. So for us, we really want to invite you to engage with us and to see how best we can inspire research among different sectors of the society, and most importantly, how we can inspire young people, young scholars to be passionate about research excellence and be able to say that research is a career that they would be happy to take up and push on with. This week's review, we did look into some of the lessons that people who are aspiring to be researchers can learn from the COVID-19 situation. So I'm happy to invite Dr. Joel Onyango to give us some quick updates, and I do hope you enjoy.
Hi. So the African context of research has been really transformed in this global pandemic situation, and this is also basically because there's also already a lot of dynamic changes when you think about African research context. We are seeing a situation whereby the African research context is evolving, its governance is evolving, its funding mechanisms is evolving, how we prioritize research. And in this week's ARIN review, the focus is on the lessons that we can draw basically from how research and research are responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. One of the lessons that we see is how the intra-African collaboration is working. You see different research across the continent sharing information about what they are finding, their innovation, their trials, all that, and you see a potential that that kind of a platform will give us innovative and contextual responses to situations like COVID-19. And now you see that ARIN, for example, as a platform, gives an opportunity for dialogue, gives an opportunity for thinking across different ideas and research ideas and the implications they have currently, but also into the future. The second lesson that we can draw from the current situation is that we see a continued need to think about priorities for research that are context specific. We're just not thinking about let's do research, but we're thinking about prioritizing research, scoping for research ideas that are context specific, that can result to a revolutionized thought around how we solve our problems in the continent. And this is a lesson that can be drawn already by seeing us thinking about solutions that are in touch with our people in the continent. That lesson that we draw from this is the idea and the need to have different disciplines working towards common solutions. We've seen already different social scientists working with economists, working with pharmacology industries, and also working with pharmacology researchers and virologists who are all working together towards a solution. And this is happening in Africa, and the realization of bringing different disciplines into it goes a long way in terms of holistic but also innovative solutions. The fourth lesson that we see from this is the need to think about champions in research. And this means that we are thinking about people who are nurtured, people who are passionate, who are pushing for research ideas, who are building their expertise young, and who are also very, very idealistic in terms of being visionary leaders in terms of research. And this kind of champions in research have emerged in the current situation to be thought leaders and also to be able to share very contextual settings under which they can push the COVID-19 response. And they are also thinking about the implication of the different research ideas they're having to the future research. And the fifth lesson that we've seen is about thinking of raising funds further. I mean, the research funding that Africa is receiving is less than 2% of the continent's GDP. We should be thinking about how do we move from this space of research funding to increase our research funding in the continent that can have societal impact. And this societal impact needs to be research funding that is diversified but also localized for local innovative solutions. And in all this context, we see that the African continent has expertise, and the reliance in African research in the recent event is a testament as to the usefulness of the current situation in terms of the research output from the current situation. And you're seeing that this is an opportunity as well for us to lift the profile of the African research, the African researchers, to a level that can go beyond and be useful and competitive in the global platform of research. And at the same time, this is a space you want to lobby for more research funding that can help us build contextual solutions that are different from what is being built across the globe.
Let me request you to like our Facebook page, like also our Twitter, or follow us on Twitter. But also, we also have a YouTube channel, within which we post these videos.